Still new to all this. We're adjusting with the to-goes. But thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for purchasing the Plank to-go sign. I just want to go over details because it's a stencil and it's kind of important. I just want you to know the basics. So when you get it, you're going to get something that looks just like this. Okay, and when you open your box, you're going to have a lot of fun stuff. You're going to have this. Back up here. Okay, we're going to make that flat. You're going to have your paints, some things that just look like blue strips, some paint sponges, and a toothpick. Okay, when you have your stencil, I'm going to go over this pretty quick just so I don't take up much of your time, but you can push pause as you go through each step too, just so you understand that this is the most important step. When you get your stencil, you're going to want to rub this white tape onto the blue. Doesn't matter if there's a piece missing on the edge or if it's crinkled or wrinkled, just rub. We always say in our studio it's about a 2-minute process, but I'm not going to do it that much because I want to show you something. Okay, so what you're going to do is peel that blue corner aside, put your finger on it. We want to keep that flat now, and this white is going to be pulled up. So perfect example. When you see that blue come up like that, what you want to do is push it down just like that. You don't want to rub from behind. For some reason, it just doesn't work as good. Just want to pull that. So hopefully we get a few more and see it again. So you guys can see the process. This is sticky. Okay, so just make sure it doesn't fall into itself. See that blue? I'm just going to push it down from the front. Again, push it down, push it down. Good. So I want to make sure that that has absolutely no blue on it. This is garbage. Some of the kids in my studio try and use that for graph paper. So that's good. Okay, so things I want you to know. These are perfectly straight blue lines. Your sign, perfectly straight. Okay, so we're going to turn it over. We're going to place it where we think we might want it. What we're looking for is to make sure the same distance is between that blue and the wood, blue and the wood, blue and the wood. Like, you can go like this too. That's how I do it in my store. Make sure it's perfectly straight down. Once we like where it's set, we're going to take our hands, put them right in the middle of this side, and push this stencil flat out. It's important to go middle out so it stays straight. Okay, you guys are going to rub this for another 2 minutes. Don't burn your hand, don't burn your shoulder. Everything we use is heat sensitive, so make sure you're not using a credit card or one of the flattening tools. It needs the heat of your hand. I have cold hands, so it always takes mine a little longer. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start peeling this white tape. Like I said, I'm going real fast. You guys can push pause on each step because you probably shouldn't do it this quick. Okay, you're going to peel this white tape up. When you're peeling the white tape up, comes up in layers. You want to make sure all that blue is going to stay on the board. That's your stencil. Okay, so see my blue came up right there. I'm just going to go back and push it down. Okay. Making sure all the blue is down. I hold this kind of flat. Makes a big difference.
And this is just garbage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is just garbage. So garbage. Okay, so now I'm ready for my painting process. I'll take my lids off. Okay, so this little piece of paper is our friend. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this pink one first. So we're gonna hold it like this. We're gonna dip in here a little bit. And right next to this, I'm gonna take a lot more than I should, a lot of this paint off. That's the goal we're looking for, not up there. Okay, real light on here. When I come to my board, oh, hold on, I forgot. These little guys, okay? If any of your words, how close can you get to that? Can you get close? If any of your words are close to the board like that, we don't want to get paint on our board. So you can rip these apart if you want it. And over here, I can see the bottom of the P is a little close to the board. That looks like it on mine, but some of you guys have different words, so obviously you're going to have different pieces close. Okay, so we've dipped, we've taken almost all of our paint off. Now what we're going to do is lightly dab. I'm not pressing at all. Okay, my range of motion is extremely light. Okay, I need this to dry and I don't want to stick over it too long. Okay, I'm going to go to my next color. Again, taking almost all of this off, staying in a circle. You can see small bubbles. Again, very light. If you can see how light I'm going, that is very important. The lighter the better on these. Okay, and then my last color.
Oh, peach.
Peach. Okay, and I am almost done.
You're like rushing through it though.
Yeah, I know. I never go this fast. I just don't want to hold you guys up.
You took 5 minutes so far.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
not
it.
bad. And hold on, I want to make this green. Okay, that's what your first coat should look like. Any darker, you're going to have paint bleeding through the stencil, and that we don't want. So make sure it's that light. Give it a good 2 minutes. You're going to see it turn dull. That means we get to go back and fill it in. So go ahead and dip. I have a lot of paint here, so I'm just going to use this.
Just make sure you don't see like a shine on it.
Yeah,
Like,
if it's dull, that means it's ready. Okay, take that off. Now the difference is I'm going to fill this in 100%, but I'm not pushing hard. And I'm not going with more paint.
okay.
This is full coverage. Okay, see full coverage right there? This is not full coverage. See the difference?
You only do 2 color coats.
Yep,
so,
2 coats.
yeah.
We don't want to go any further than that. And gotta have my sidekick here because as I'm going fast, I'm not remembering everything, and she is. I'm only gonna do 1 piece of this sign to not hold you guys up. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my peach here, and I'm just gonna do this. Now, after your second coat is done, we wanna pull it off. You do not wanna wait for this to dry. It's very important that you pull it off when it is wet. It's about a 20-minute time frame, so you're okay. I'm gonna pull this off. And you're going to be able to see what it's going to look like. Okay, I'm only going to go to here because I have to finish this. But you can still see that there's words that have centerpieces. They're still on the board. They're there to drive you crazy. Now we have to wait for this to dry. So pull the stencil off when it's wet, but now we have to wait for this to dry to even touch it. Okay, I'm not going to because I want to show you guys something real quick. Okay, all those little pieces are going to drive you crazy. What you're going to do is take this toothpick, wedge right under, and pull this little guy up. That's garbage. Okay? One more time, and pull this little guy right up. Okay? Now, if you get any bleeding marks when it's dry, zoom in on that K, you can pull it right off when it's dry. Mine's wet. Just don't want to take up your time. When it's dry, it will come right off and you won't see that extra stuff. Okay, so things to remember: rub, turn it over to look at a set of checkers, pull the blue and the white apart, okay? Line it up, make sure that you can see the lines. Remember, the blue and the wood is exactly the same, both straight lines. So line it up so you see it perfectly straight, middle out. When you're gonna paint, make sure you take almost all of that paint off the sponge. Go real light on your first coat, very, very, very light. You're setting the stage. Second coat, go ahead, fill it in. Do not go with more paint. Don't go more heavy-handed. Still stay that nice light consistency. Just stay over it until it's 100% filled in. Peel the stencil off when it's wet. Very important. But don't pick those little guys out until it's dry. Okay, so that's why you guys want to see why I had to do the video for you. It's just very little details, but all that mean a lot. Okay, send us your pictures when you're done. We can't wait to see everything. We're so glad and thankful that we're able to do the to-go videos and the to-go products because it's helping us right now. So we're very thankful for you. Please stay safe and send us your pictures.